Same.
Well, hello everyone! We're back at it again. We're here playing with the Icon and the Crushers. We are going to do a bunch of samples today. We have samples from 4 different quartz seams that I want to see if there's any gold in them. So we're going to run a bunch of small samples through the Icon today, just to see what kind of gold values there are. We've got Dad here. You've all seen Dad before. There's also Dave. Say hi, Dave.
Hi.
Hey, Dave from 911 Metallurgist here. He's happened to be in the area, so I invited him out to come and spend a day with us playing Finding Gold. At least I hope we find gold. That would be nice. Well, enjoy! Okay, so about 3 to 5, somewhere in there. A little more on that one. Just a bit more. Okay, good. Okay, knock that back to 15. Alrighty, let's do this. First run, very short. That's the end of that one, yeah. Oh, one sec, Dad.
Oh, you want to put something clean it. You want to clean it.
Clean it. Run it through. Nicely done. That was a quick, easy, successful run. Yeah. Now that bucket was very, very small, so that only took us maybe 5 minutes to do, if that. But it'll give us a good idea if this quartz seam has gold in it.
Material.
This one can be labeled Bear Tributary. Oh, look at, you got it already. Perfect! If you want to just dump that in there, we'll pan her out later. So Dave, what'd you think?
Good.
Number 1, Bear Creek Tributary, a secret spot, and let's see what it has in it. I'm not going to be catching my tailings from this run here. We're just seeing what is in the heaviest of the heavies here. We may keep the last like quarter cup of material for a smelt, depends on what I see. Okay, we got down to just the nitty-gritty here, the last quarter cup or so of sample 1. And let's see what she looks like. Lots and lots of pyrites for sure. This is up a tributary where I found a gold nugget with quartz attached to it. I walked up the tributary, found the first quartz seam that came across the creek. So let's see what it looks like here. See if the gold nugget possibly came from this quartz seam. And look at that. We've got gold. Gold in that quartz seam that crossed the creek. Not that that quartz seam is mineable in any way, because it does just cross the creek right there. But that means there's gold in the area. And possibly we can find other quartz seams away from the creek. Also, I want to smelt all this stuff to see what kind of gold might be locked up in those sulfides. I'll probably separate out the free milled gold before I smelt the sulfides to see what's free milled and what's in the sulfides. But this is exciting. I will put it all back into the container all as one, but I'll separate before I do the smelting. Woohoo! Look at that. So, because people have been asking about the water usage here, we have this tailings pond that I dug with my bobcat, really close to the plant. The plant is right there. We have a water pump there that pumps from the tailings pond up to the plant. We also have a pump way down at the river that I use to fill the tailings pond. Late summer like this, there's no groundwater. Early spring, this fills just naturally. But late summer, we just run the pump for 20 minutes. It fills the pond. And then we can run all day long with the water that's in the pond. Yes, there's a bit of seepage, but there's still more than enough water for us to run the plant with all day long. There are three filters along the way. There's an intake filter. There's a filter on the pump. And then the final filter on the Icon is a really, really, really fine filter to make sure the water is going into the Icon very clean. So when it gets to the Icon, even though we're recirculating, we have really clean water. And then it just discharges down the discharge pipe. I collect the the tailings, and then it goes back into the tailings pond for recirculation. I can run this pond all day long, and it's not very much water. So that first sample was from a creek where I found some little coarse nuggets that still had quartz attached to them. I just walked up the creek looking for quartz seams, and I found a really promising looking quartz seam about a quarter-kilometer away from where I found those nuggets. So I dug a bucket from there. We're running it to see if possibly those little gold nuggets came from that seam. Let's hope. The next one. Where's the next one from? The next one is from another area very close to that. Nothing special. I don't actually expect to find anything in the next one, so we'll just run through it quick. So we're just going to clean out the machine here by running one clean quartz rock through and make sure that it scours the whole machine. Spin it up, Dad! We okay? Dad's just shutting things down right now and gonna rinse it all out. Again, I don't have high hopes for this one. But if there's gold, woohoo! Okay, Dad's just putting the cons away from this one, and he's gonna make sure he doesn't spill any cons outside of the container this time, right, Dad?
Oh, shut up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this one can be labeled.
Totally labeled.
Bear Creek Tributary number 2. What did you label it? Because I didn't tell you where it came from. Now, you may have noticed, I may have got it on video, between each run, I'm running a piece of pure white quartz through the whole system. And that pure white quartz is just going through and scouring the inside of the impact mill, and also making sure that there's no remnants of the last load in the Icon. We do a real good rinse out once we've run that pure white quartz through, just to make sure that there is no remnants of the last run when we do this run. We don't want any cross-contamination, because I actually want to know what's in each of these seams, because they might be worth going back to. My pen! No, catch my pen! Okay. Sample number 2. Okay, here we go. Here's the second sample. This one here would be very, very nice if we saw something. Okay, let's have a look at this one and see what we see. Lots of pyrites again. Lots of pyrites. And a bunch of fine gold. Look at that. A bunch of fine gold. Intriguing. Intriguing. Okay, I am going to smelt all of these pyrites as well and see if there's any gold locked up in the pyrites. That's very, very fine gold, but there's a fair amount of it there for what was a very, very small run. And there is a lot of this material laying on the surface.
Grouchy? No.
Well, our next sample is a very interesting looking rock. This quartz seam, found it in situ, so right in place, and there's lots of this material. It's a weird looking quartz with great big crystals, great big wasp. Oh no. It's interesting stuff. So we're gonna crush her all down and see what's in it besides just the quartz. And what are those big black crystals?
Muscovite.
Muscovite?
A good guess? Yeah.
Muscovite crystals.
I would have said mica. Well, muscovite.
Mica, muscovite. I think they're the same thing, aren't they?
Yeah. It's one of the brands of mica.
Yeah.
Same family.
Okay, so let's crush it. Just cleaning up from the last run here. We ended up with a lot more heavies than I expected from it, which is a great thing. Let's hope there's gold in those heavies. All clean? You tired?
No. No, warm is ready. Okay, I didn't get the box washed out.
Okay, we'll grab the cons out of here and then we'll clean all that up for the next run. The next run is the good stuff. The next run comes from Blue Chip. Okay, this one can be put into the bin. Label this one Carameus, please.
You spell Carameus.
Yeah.
Easy.
Just put a big K on it.
Okay,
the Carameus sample. Let's see what she holds. Okay, we're going to call her quits there. Let's see what this has. Has lots of black. There's pyrites in the black. For sure. Nothing gold sneaking out yet. Big chunks of gold. Look at the gold. Oh. Big chunks of gold. And a lot of fine gold too. Three for 3. Oh my goodness. This one I can claim. And I will claim this one before this video comes out. Because this was unclaimed ground. And I definitely want to grab this spot. Definitely before this video comes out. For my viewers out there, prospecting is not always like this. You don't hit gold every time. In fact, I would say you're lucky if you hit it a quarter of the time. 3 for 3? I should go buy a lottery ticket. I will be going back to each of these sites to take another sample and make sure that A, it wasn't an anomaly, and B, it wasn't contamination from the Blue Chip material that was run through the Icon. So I will bring another good sample, a big sample from each of these sites, and scour the machine really well before I run it, just to double check, make sure that I'm not contaminating from the Blue Chip mine, which has good gold in it. But this one here, as soon as I get home, I'm claiming it. Dad's just getting things all set up here. Our last run of the day here. Oh, cleaning the water filter again?
Yeah, I decided we were pretty close to maybe.
Okay. Last run of the day here is a whole bunch of Blue Chip material. We probably have about 200 pounds of the stuff. And from that special new seam, we're going to run that through and hopefully get at least 1 gram of gold. That's my goal, is at least 1 gram of gold out of this. How's it look?
It was clean.
Perfect. last run of the day is complete. Dad's just cleaning it out. We're going to see if there's any gold in the blue chip mine stuff. So Dave, what do you think of our little operation? Magnificent. Magnificent. Here's the last sample. And my video glasses are about to die, so I'm going to shut them off until we get to the end. The last sample, but my video glasses are about to die, so I might have to go with this camera for the rest of it. Why don't I turn around a little bit? This should be the jackpot. Woohoo! Big one. I'm expecting at least a gram in here, if not more. But this is the blue chip mine, and it's the good seed. A fair amount. There is 2 good-sized buckets of good material, so I'm hoping for a good amount. Okay, let's see if there's anything left in these glasses. Oh, I saw some gold. Oh, I see lots of gold. Nice. Okay, let's bring it all down into the bottom and see what she looks like. Oh, look at it all at the top there. You see here, all whole line of fine gold at the top. And bigger pieces, just shards down here. Shards that went through the impact mill and just flat. Oh, look at the size of that puppy! Ho, 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 Nelly! Big one! Another chunk of iron out of the impact mill. Holy smokers! Look at it all! There is, oh, look at it all over here too. There is gold frickin' everywhere. Let's tap her all up. Look at that. Now that's a haul of gold. There's easily a gram there. Look how fine that stuff is. Well, I will have to go home when we have more light out to take a real good close-up of all that gold. And again, I'm going to save this stuff. I don't know if I'll smelt it. We actually have a fairly good idea right now that if I separate out all the free mill gold and do a real good job of separating it, the pyrites themselves don't have much in them. So I just have to take my time and separate this free milled well from the blue chip, and I have most of it. But that is a lot of gold. Can the camera way over there see it from there? Because it's enough, it should be able to. It's a lot. Woohoo! There's the jackpot! I hit the jackpot! but we knew that already. The blue chip is treating me well, very well. Well, everyone, that was it for the day. The whole timeline is going to get a bit warped here because I haven't actually cleaned out all of that stuff yet, which I'm going to do and then put previous in this video. So you've probably seen it already. But I will go do that at a later date because we're done here for the day. We had fun crushing. The Icon was working great. We got the crushers working really nicely. It was fun spending the day here with Dave from 911 Metallurgist. Great guy. It was a great day. If you enjoy our videos, please leave a like on YouTube here. Say something in the comments, please. It helps. It helps me know what you think of my videos, and it also helps grow my channel. So please, say something in the comments. Thank you all out there to all my patrons for supporting me in this endeavor. Thank you, Dave, so much for helping me with these Icons and crushers. And until the next one. Bye!